Good morning, my name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Like. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Turn your head to the side. Got a new do, y'all. Turn back to me.
You can't see it.
It's hard for y'all to see it. Yeah, but she got a new do. But good morning. Today is a wonderful day. It is a wonderful day. I am looking forward to today. This is Shout Out Friday, and we have a wonderful topic too. I'm Brian K. McNeill.
I am Dr. Lisa.
And today's topic. Now, I want you to just hear the title, but we're going to break it down. The title is, first off, it's Shout Out Friday. You're welcome to shout out your business, your cause, your book, your whatever, somebody
your favorite
else.
Something or somebody.
Yeah, your favorite something or somebody. Shout it out today. Let's share. Don't keep it to yourself. Be generous. That restaurant you love, shout it out.
Shout it out. Good morning,
that business that you have, shout it out.
Shout it out.
But also the title is Align, Allow, and Assume. Align, allow, and assume. That's the title of it.
You know you're not supposed to assume.
Well, sometimes I'm a
you're a new convert.
I'm going to offer another perspective. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna offer another perspective on assumptions.
All right.
I was listening to a wonderful clip this morning, motivational clip this morning. Now the title of the clip is "Act as if everything always works out for you." Act as if.
That actually should be easier than it should be easier than it sounds, actually.
Oh, I want to hear your point. Why do you think it should be easier than it sounds?
Well, I guess because I've been learning to assume the best, particularly, or even sometimes.
Wait. You said you've been learning to assume the best, but go ahead, which I think is interesting.
So sometimes assumptive, I think it helps with your external prowess, your confidence, if you will.
Okay.
Just like my favorite clothes, the assumptive clothes, right? Obviously, it doesn't 100% gonna work. Nothing is, and if it's not right, it's not gonna work. And if it's not the right time, it's not gonna work. Best one. But exactly, and that is, I'm just gonna proceed like this is a done deal because it would be a great thing if it was a done deal for them and for me.
That's right.
Right? So it's a done deal.
That's right.
So that's assuming the best for both people to actually happen at the same time.
It's a win-win for both of them. Yes.
I think so.
Okay, so go ahead, keep going, because you said when I laid it out, I said act as if everything always works out for you, and you said that should be easier than we're thinking.
Yeah, because it should be, because like I said, I use the assumptive clothes almost 100% of the time because it fits almost 100% of the time.
And I love your perspective on it. You said the assumptive clothes. I'm a sales trainer, a sales coach, and a sales speaker.
And I'm a certified sales coach.
She's certified in it, okay? And I've been doing this since the early 90s. And in the 90s, we sold differently than we do in 2026. In the 90s, the game was close. Be a hard closer. Get them to sign up. That was the thing. We always thought it. We always thought back then. Robin, I'm so happy that you're here. And Stud, I'm so happy that you're here, Zama. But in the 90s, we thought the key to being a great salesperson was being a great closer. That is not the game today. So all those closes we learned in the 90s, all that Ben Franklin, paper fold, airplane, this or that, ooh and ah, all those closes, reduced to ridiculous, all those closes, they had names for them, unworkable today. Okay?
Unworkable, and they actually come across as the reason why people don't they like salesmen.
And I knew more than 100 of them, but I kept 2.
Some of them are so very manipulative and
right, and they are, and nobody tolerate that today.
No.
Okay, but 2 closes from the 90s I still keep, and the number 1 close, the greatest sales close of all time, was popular back then. It should still be popular today. It's called the assumptive close, and it's on the premise of what do you say after your clients say, yes, let's do it. Whatever you normally would say after they say, yes, let's move forward, I want to buy it. Whatever you would normally say, you should always say whether they said yes or not. So if you would normally say, great, now to make this happen the way you want it to happen, the only thing I need from you now is a little bit of money or some money, and I'm going to need your approval on this agreement. Fair enough? Will you help me with it? Okay. Even if they didn't say yes, you're going to act as if they did. Assume the sale. The sale is moving forward. The train is moving forward. And it's up to them to stop the train. And it's hard to stop a train.
And I think that's the reason why I had to come to a reform with the Hey Vicky Linnell is that
Sister Vicky.
For that to be true and acceptable to me in my authentic self, 2 things also have to be true.
Okay.
The first thing that has to be true is that what I am offering to the person is something that I can provide. So I'm not selling snake oil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
And it's got to be a benefit to them.
And it's got to be a benefit.
A tremendous benefit for them.
For me to offer the assumptive close or to use that. But they also have to know the cost. Mm-hmm. That it's that I'm not going to talk about cost after I already assume.
They have to know how much it costs.
They have to know how much it costs. They have to know that I can deliver it. Mm-hmm. And I have to know that I can work with them.
And they have to know that it's a benefit to them.
Absolutely.
And then they have to know how much it costs, that it's going to benefit them, it's going to be better off. Okay.
Absolutely.
And then if that's the case,
then it's 100%
assume the sale. Yes.
Absolutely.
Now,
good morning, Carmelo.
Today's topic is align, allow,
and assume.
You know, this I was listening to this thing this morning. It got me so motivated. It was called "Act as if everything always works out for you." It's on YouTube. Act as if everything always works out for you. Vicky Linnell Evans, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm excited about speaking to your playwright. I have worked it out in my mind. I know what I'm going to tell them. Your playwrights are going to be excited about selling their works when I get through with them. They're going to sell their works far and wide with enthusiasm, as if they were enthused by the gods themselves. That's how they're going to move.
Now remember, today is Shout It Out Friday. And so we will love, love, love to hear all about you, your accomplishments, your upcoming events, any kudos, anything we can celebrate about you, any offers. We got some Easter offers coming up, all of these different things, right? Mm-hmm. Today is the day. This is the day.
Yeah, and don't waste
this it. This is the day. Bring it through. Bring it through.
Shout It Out Friday is an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Don't keep it to yourself. Shout that thing out, okay? Tell us about it. Okay?
Tell us about it.
Yeah, and we'll share the word, okay? So we will. We want to promote you.
Okay? Absolutely. I'm excited about Vicky and April the 18th.
April the 18th is going to come right on schedule.
Absolutely.
Align. You're not struggling with your life. Seeking alignment with your life.
Attunement.
So many people, not just some, so many people are unhappy because they haven't aligned with their purpose. They're not doing things that they are aligned to do, that speaks to their spirit. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. And it's interesting that you bring that up because I really do feel that much of what I am going through is part of the process we talked about with regards to flying a plane, right? Mm-hmm. They're never on course. They have to correct course all the time.
So they have to keep correcting.
They have to keep correcting course. Mm-hmm. And I would presume that during that course correction, things feel a little bit off. Mm-hmm. They don't feel very comfortable, and for maybe an untrained navigator, it would feel like you're lost. Yeah. And so I think some of what I'm dealing with is just not understanding this feeling because I'm typically aware and control. I know where I'm going. I am, goal driven and all those things. And I think that much of what I have been dealing with is this constant, constant course correction.
You reminded me of something that Sister Brenda Robinson once said to me. Brenda Robinson was the first Navy African American female pilot. Mm-hmm. Okay, first black female pilot in the Navy. It was Brenda Robinson. She lives right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And her and I had a conversation, and then she went on to train other pilots. And she was telling me she had a hard time teaching them that sometimes when stuff is not going right, you have to power through it. If it doesn't, you have to muscle through it. You have to force it through. You have to power through sometimes weather, sometimes direction. You just have to power through it. Just get in there and just keep powering through it. And sometimes, and that's what you just reminded me of. She said, you have to learn to power through that uncertainty. That's what I heard. Power. That's what she was telling me. Because the plane, needs to know that I don't know. She was going through that thing about you have to power through it when it's not working right.
And I think that therein also further delineates the importance of having experts and mentors that have gone before you, because a lot of times
there's no way a pilot can figure that out without someone telling them that.
Right, and it can be misinterpreted as well. The same way that you can misinterpret the weather if you're unaware of how time changes and season changes and clouds move and all of that. You can think,
misinterpret like when you're shooting long range. Mm-hmm. Okay, the target you can see it's 800 meters. It's way out there, but you can still see it. Okay, now if you just try to shoot straight at it, it's going to go into the ground. Okay, your bullet's going to go into the ground because the Earth has an arc. So it has an arc to it. You have to account for the arc and the wind shear for that far off. That's why snipers often have a spotter. Professional snipers, you have someone sitting up with the binoculars looking and they're making adjustments to the rifle. And the rifle's high powered as well. But because you have to factor in all these other extenuating circumstances. No, variables. You have to factor in these other variables. That's a better word.
Yes, but that is one of the extenuating circumstances.
But variable is good.
Very good. I think those are definitely reasons why in the process, the growing process, it's important to have the right coach, the right mentor, and like you said, the right spotter. Because ultimately, someone who has similar knowledge and wisdom, but does not have knowledge and wisdom applicable to your particular instance, they may misdirect, overcorrect, or
but even that, though, now say you didn't have a spotter, you shoot and it goes into the door, so you adjust up, and then it goes off to the left, so you adjust right. Even that overshooting and missing, that has value.
It does have value. It's going to teach them where to start to point to in the future.
Yep. Like these two homeboys were talking. One was a little bit older than the other. One was like 20, the other one's like 14. Okay, on the corner they're talking, and he says if homeboy has to walk 20 minutes to get to his girl's house, and he's walking. I mean, his girl lives like 20 blocks away, and he's walking at a rate of about 20-minute miles. Okay, how long would it take him to get there? And then the young guy says, well, that depends if he stops to see his hoe or not. And he says, well, that's a variable.
Teach him how you can teach him. Good gracious.
See, if he stops to see his hoe, that's going to make the trip take longer.
Okay? April 18th, we will give our playwrights an opportunity to showcase the importance of the arts.
Come on, tell it.
And how storytelling is an intricate part of our daily lives. Mm-hmm. Life is a stage. Every day is a performance and an opportunity to shine.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Go to eTick.com.
Love all of those words. Everything.
The code word APG and be there with us on April the 18th at 3 p.m.
That's my hope and dream. At least I have a small army of friends of ours with us. Okay, and we can get all the local folks,
all the local empowerment folks
on April 18th to show up with us to go to the African American Playwrights Group production. It's going to be 10 different playwrights.
12 this year.
It's going to be 12 different playwrights.
10-minute
and they each are doing a 10-minute excerpt from one of their productions, and it's going to be phenomenal. We've done it twice ourselves.
Fantastic. Good morning, Susan. Happier today, William Brown.
Can come with us on April 18th. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
Today's topic is allow,
and assume.
Aligning with what you're here to do. Aligning with what you really believe. Now, allowing. We once spent, and I'm glad William Brown said, we once spent some days in a row when we used to do it every day. We used to do this Monday through Friday. We spent like 3 or 4 days talking about the word allow. Allow the good to come into your life. Allow it,
Yeah, Beverly says, Grand Rising to my favorite, awesome, beautiful family. Miss y'all. Couldn't type a few minutes ago because the screen was blacked out.
But I'm happy you're here. We missed you too. We missed you too, Dr. Beverly. And assume that it's going to work out. Oh, Uzama Ra wrote out earlier. Could you please scroll up to Uzama?
He always assumes
it. Assume that it will work out in your favor. Assume that it's going to be in your favor. Uzama Ra said, good morning. He says, it always, in capital letters, works out for me.
You know who else it always works out for? According to Romans 8:28, all things work together for the good of them who are called according to this.
Did you just say it said all things?
All things.
Even that, and even that other, those things too?
Yeah, all
they work out for the good?
Everything.
If you believe just that scripture, that will give your whole life more joy, more happiness, more purpose, more confidence. If you will just believe that all of it is going to work out.
Dr. Beverly says, shout out to Ramsey Lewis. Happy birthday.
Ramsey Lewis is another great gospel singer, right? Is that what you're talking about? Okay. Well, whoever Ramsey Lewis is that she's referring to, happy birthday to him. We have a guy in our church that he always reminds me of Rance Allen. Okay.
A smaller, younger Rance Allen, even though I know he's no longer here.
Skin color, hairstyle, big guy. He reminds me of Rance Allen. So almost
not as big as Rance.
Not as big as Rance, but he reminds me of Rance. Rance is a big boy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
If y'all don't know who Rance Allen is, that guy. I love it. I love when he's getting into his groove like that. I'm gonna have to go listen to some Rance Allen today because I love it. Okay. Today's topic: align, allow, and assume. It is on the premise of act as if it always works out for you. It always works out for you. Your life is going to work out for you, especially as a believer. Especially. Where'd you go just there?
A place where I am reminding myself to give myself permission to embrace the times when it doesn't feel like they're working out. Even though I know they will work out, I don't have to pretend and put on a happy face for everybody.
Look at the wisdom. You said, allow yourself, even when it doesn't, to, I wish I had captured it as you were saying it, because I heard it as a wise woman speaking.
Even when it doesn't feel like, so here's a revelation that came to me yesterday, and I'm grateful because I do work on my mental health. And one of the revelations is I have a natural tendency, and I wonder how many other people do, to poo-poo their own feelings of inoperability, or like you're feeling down, you're feeling unoperable, you're tired. We have been taught to not even listen to that because you don't believe God for your healing. I do. I believe him for my healing, but give me a second to remind myself that he has something to heal, to allow myself to accept that there is something that needs to be healed. Because if we skip that, then we skip the whole thing. Yeah. And it's been a challenge because we have a risk, or I would presume it's a pose responsibility, but I presume I'm not the only one who is supposed to put on a happy face and let everything be good. And uh, God is good and all is great and all of those things. Even when you're in the middle of even when you're in the middle of a crisis, you're feeling like, Amen, Brother Tony. He said, I heard you from the other side of my office, Dr. Lisa. Let me sit down and pay attention.
Come on,
Amen.
keep going, Dr. Lisa. I got to take off something.
So often we have been ostracized or almost have the belief in our own belief to be challenged because we might express more humanity than is widely accepted for someone of faith. If you're a person of faith, you're supposed to be more than faithful. If you're a person of God, you're supposed to be more than happy and blessed about everything. And Jesus wept. He cried blood. It didn't stop him from going where he was going, but he still felt that experience in the way he was feeling. He didn't churchify his experience for the acceptability of everybody else. He didn't say, oh, I'm going through, but to God be the glory. No, he went through. He cried. He sweat tears. And he went away. He retreated. And if you look at it from a certain perspective, he retreated into isolation. Because I think it's possible, and you can believe what you want, but I believe that he didn't think that he had it within him to have to put on a happy face while reconciling himself with that this must be done for me to redeem my people, and it ain't gonna feel good, and I don't want them trying to convince me not to do it because baby, I don't want to do it.
We heard that story this past Sunday. It was amazing how you brought it out. No, I gotta suffer right now. That's just a part of it. William Brown says, allow. To me, it's one of those simple but not easy words to embrace. Many times it feels like giving up, but I now see it as a power. And you made that point before, William Brown, the power behind allowing stuff. You know, Uzama Ra says, hashtag Focus Friday is here. The power of focus can transform your life by boosting productivity and achieving your goals. As a retired Marine veteran turned entrepreneur, I know firsthand the impact of staying focused. Visit CoachUzama.com to learn more. Hashtag stay sharp. Hashtag goal getter. Amen, my brother. Whoop, whoop. Bringing it. I need you to. Okay, let's see. Tony Lee, he heard Lisa from across the other side of my office. Dr. Lisa, let me sit down and pay attention. Tony Leak is in the house. Tony, you said you was going to send me an email or something. If you did, I didn't get it yet. So, no. I hope you're not one of those people. I'm about to send you something, and it could be a week later.
Align, allow, and assume.
Assume the good. We naturally assume the bad. We naturally assume the negative. That's so easy for us to do. It's so easy to go to the negative. We've learned how to do that. We've been reinforced on how to be negative. Okay. But there's another side. And you can learn a new lesson, my friend, my brother, my sister. You can learn a new lesson. You can learn to assume the good. Brother Robin C. Stern says,
I'm so focused. We're cleaning out the house and prepping to start travels. I know you are. The countdown is here.
Let's look at that. Robin, he's so focused right now. He's cleaning out his house because he sold his home. It took him a few months, okay, to get the home sold. But what happened in that time period? Him and his wife and his team, they did the stuff that's required to sell a home. They listed the home. They entrusted a realtor to help them sell the home. They talked about it. They sent people pictures. They told you about it. They took all of the steps to make this sale happen. Beautiful. It's a process.
And he's found some nice place, some great place to stay on the north side of Charlotte.
Is that right?
That's right. We're going to have our Robin in the big Queen City.
Whenever Robin's in town, he's been in town that we know of a couple of times, and he's hung out with us a couple of times. And every time, Robin, you are a freaking joy. Robin C. Stern come to your house, don't let him mess around and come in the morning, okay? Because he's going to make you breakfast.
William Brown said, after my meeting with Dr. Deborah this week, I have a few things cooking, and I can't wait to share with the Empowerment family.
Well, as soon as you're ready, please, William Brown, share. And, that's the important thing. Share it with your family. Mark Greer talked about it the other day. You got to keep sharing with your family, man. Share some stuff. Robin says, let's go. Robin C. Stern also says,
I can come and hang and do some networking.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, so I got to shout out my Google Guru. Okay.
The Google Guru.
My Google Guru is consistently and continually bringing me ancillary results, even when I endeavor not to get results.
You mean something you did before is still bringing you results, even though you're not touching it?
Absolutely. This past week, I received three consultations. And of those 3 Google consultations, these are people who don't know me. These are people who don't know me personally. These are people who have not been referred to me, which I have not typically had within the last 2 years because many people have been referring others. And so it's become a personal oil machine, if you will, a referral machine. But here, now, the Google page from Google, I have been contacted and I got 3 Google consultations. That means a lot more people have to be searching for me. And I'm sure my Google guru will tell me who they are, but I haven't tried to check.
Well, that's amazing.
And wait a minute, of those 3, 1 has already converted to a paying customer.
And she got paid a good amount of money, too. She got a chunk of change from something she did a while ago.
Months ago. Whenever the Google free shit version 2 was when I made those updates to
that might have been 6 months ago or something.
Yeah, that was some time ago. And this has been consistently, even when I turned it down and I tried to turn off some of the different switches that I was told to click and click and click, because I didn't think I had the capacity, but I am grateful they are still coming through.
That Robin's doing the Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy! I'm assuming that's what he went with.
When you click on your Google Guru, matter of fact, my Google Guru, I have to hashtag
Her
your
Google Guru is Robin C. Stern.
That's right, okay. But I have to go on my hashtag Google Gurus page and leave this testimonial.
Yes, you should.
I think I'll do a video testimonial.
That'd be great. Somebody mentioned, I thought about, in one season, I was getting a lot of video testimonials, and then it's kind of like tapered off. Now I do get recommendations regularly, but now they're all written. I wonder why that is. And then what came to me was I was getting video testimonials because I was asking for video testimonials. When I stopped asking for video testimonials, I stopped getting them. Amazing. Just like your book sales. When you stop asking people to check out your book, they stop checking it out.
Absolutely.
Your books only sell when you sell them.
That's right. Go to hashtag your Google Guru. Go ahead and text 678-685-9757. Text me. He says, text me your name and your time zone. Let's connect. He is the author of Using Google's Free Shit, Growing Your Business to 6 Figures and Beyond. Purchase your copy at his website. Go to your Google Guru. Your Google.guru/book, and I will include you in my $1 million signature.
Get on my
calendar. And I'm telling you, get on that calendar and check out that book, because I'm telling you, the book is step-by-step-ish enough that you can just do a couple of things. You don't have to be very technical, although I am more technical, but you don't have to. Just follow it. Pick a couple, and it's got some great steps. It'll guide you. It's good. Get your free, Google's free-ish Growing Your Business to Six Figures and Beyond
How easy this was
by Robin C. Stern.
Especially now.
That's right.
Especially now. This is still Shout Out Friday. Our topic today is align, allow, and assume. And it was inspired by a conversation I listened to this morning. And the conversation was titled, Act As If It Always Works Out For You. Lisa and I have a whole lot of fun with this word, anastrophic. We've been talking about anastrophic since 2015. Anastrophic. A lot of people, when we say the word anastrophic to them, they don't know what it means. But they know the exact opposite of it. The exact opposite of it is catastrophic. And there's a thing called catastrophic people. Catastrophic people are people who believe that the whole world and everything in it is conspiring to do them some harm. If they get a traffic light, that light is trying to make me late. Okay? Everything around is trying to conspire to do them some harm. Anastrophic people are the opposite. They believe that the whole world and everything in it is conspiring to do them some good. So that traffic light that made them late kept them safe from an accident down the road. They look for how the good is in every little thing. Okay, I stubbed my toe. Now I know where that table is.
Robin said the chat is not allowing the link to be clickable in the chat. It's only linkable on the desktop, from what I understand. It's only clickable on the desktop, but they can go to that website by simply typing it in.
Ziegler says,
your Google.guru.
He says,
/book.
you can't get everything done by being positive all the time, but you can get a whole lot more done by being positive.
At least some of the time.
At least some of the time. You get a whole lot more done than you can being negative. Okay. Yeah. You get more done. You get more good happen. You allow more good to come your way. Okay. Robin, you'll find the answer.
Thank you. Let me know what happens.
You'll share it with us.
Because I was able to click it on my desktop, but I wasn't able to click it on my phone. But okay. Check it out.
But this is a good talk, align, allow, and assume.
Susan said, I read his book by using my Kindle Unlimited. I love reading on my phone, Kindle, and computer. Hey,
well, if you love reading on your Kindle, this week, just a couple of days ago, my latest book, Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids, went live on Kindle. Now you can read on your Kindle, Susan. Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids. It's 9:31.
9:31. What does that mean? It's time for today in African American history, 366 days of historical events and accomplishments on this day, March the 27th. On this day, March 27th.
Okay.
On this day in history.
Let's see what happened on March 27th.
What happened? Oh, Susan said she has the paperback, but thank you for adding the Kindle. Amen.
I'm thankful that it's added to the Kindle. It's March 23rd.
Today?
That's March 23rd.
Oh.
March
hey, 23rd. Eric Heilig. Good morning to you. Today in African American history, on this day, March the 27th, in 1992, Ron Simmons became the first African American World Heavyweight Wrestling champion operating first as tag team member. He then became an individual wrestler in 1988. Simmons was also a 3-time All-American nose tackle for Florida State University. I think they stretched to find that one.
And Ron Simmons, I'm not a wrestling guy. Is he talking about WWF wrestling or is he talking about real wrestling? Let's do another one.
Oh, let's do another one. My favorite.
This one.
Okay. In 1964, professional golfer and tennis player Althea Gibson became the first African-American woman to play on the Ladies Professional Golf Association, the LPGA. She is best known for her achievement in professional tennis. She played golf tournaments from 1963 to 1967.
Althea Gibson is a hero. She's the first Black woman to play in the women's professional. I didn't even know about her golf.
So without her, there would be no Venus and Serena.
I know about her tennis.
Serena.
Tennis. Okay. Althea Gibson, I read about her when I was in school. tennis player. I know she was also first professional golfer too. Okay.
That excerpt of knowledge in Black history came from Today in African American History by Michael A. Carson. And thank you. We'll continue to read from that.
I love today's topic. Once again, today is Shout It Out Friday.
Back again.
Brother Eric, good morning to you, sir. Shout It Out Friday. Shout out your business, your cause. Shout out that friend. Shout out their book. Shout out something. This is an opportunity. But I love today's topic as well. Align, allow, and assume. Align with your, Oprah Winfrey calls it the flow. When you get into the flow, when you start doing the things that you are supposed to be doing, you find your life flowing better. When you're doing the things that you uniquely are supposed to be doing. And if you don't know what that is yet, that's your quest. That's what you're looking for. If you don't know what your flow is, if you don't know what you're designed to do, look for that. We always find the things that we're looking for.
And I don't know if this is a fully formed thought yet, but I think that learning how to allow versus striving might be part of lowering our blood pressure or low, because I'm often feel like I'm trying to get to striving to get to the next thing, and that's almost in a constant state of got to keep going. This is not good enough, right? But I think in terms of the beautiful butterfly, she strove when she got to a certain point in her growth and development. But the caterpillar wasn't striving to become a butterfly. I don't think they had any like higher education in the caterpillar world that said if you work hard, you too can one day be a butterfly. No, he was just caterpillar. Just right. Well, at that point, the caterpillar had already been chosen for that evolution. And now evolution has taken its responsibility for making the space that the caterpillar had evolved to uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that he would go through the striving, almost like striving was a part of the process, but it's not the whole.
There. I see the sermon building. Go ahead.
Dr. Beverly says, assume the position with freedom, greatness, success, and peace.
Yeah. Assume the position is another one that can be taken a different way. Because a lot of people know what the position is. You know, and if a policeman says to an inner city teenager, assume the position, he knows what the position is. Hands on the wall, left feet spread apart. Okay, that's not cool, but it is what it is. Do you know what the position is? Let's assume a different position. Assume a position that I am chosen. I'm chosen. I'm predestined for this good thing to happen to me. Assume that position. You know, that's a much better assumption. It's a shame but that's where my brain went to when she says assume the position. Okay. And then the next part is with freedom, though. I love it. Today's topic: align, allow, and assume. Assume that it's going to work out. And what the conversation I was listening to this morning, sweetheart, we was talking about this thought here. Assume that it's going to work. The way you show up, anywhere, as if you arrived, that you're supposed to be, that you're adding to. All of that counts. Yeah. All of that counts. The way you show up. I was also looking at I have a library in my bedroom, a bookshelf in my bedroom. I don't call it a library. I call it a bookshelf. And I was looking at some of the books, and one of the books I hadn't taken out in a while was called 365 Ways to Become a Millionaire. It's a little pocket book kind of thing, and it's really mostly messages. Okay, so I opened it up. I pulled it off the shelf, opened it up, and I found it. A bathroom book. Yeah, it's probably a great bathroom book. You get through 10 of them. Okay, but no, that's not our house, though, right?
No.
Okay. Number 86. Number 86 on ways to become a millionaire. It says continually upgrade your wardrobe. Keep upgrading your wardrobe. Okay, keep upgrading. Keep stepping up your wardrobe as a way to become. And I was thinking about continually upgrading your wardrobe because you look nicer as you're going out and all that kind of stuff. you're looking nicer every time you're going out, and that aligned to me with um, acting as if everything's going to work out because the way you show up and that thing. I think there's a linking there. Showing up dressed well. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely believe that it's important to represent yourself externally the way that you want to be perceived.
Even going to the grocery store.
Absolutely, but I do think that there's also some. It's one of those things that may have already become in some circles overlearned, like overcorrected, like no, like, and trust. Look, no, like, and trust.
Yeah,
right. So it's overlearned and it's misquoted. You can't just know, like, and trust someone. You can't just dress like the part. Yeah. You gotta have. I think that a lot of times the influencers, right? They're giving the one dimension of affluence, but you don't always see the work that comes behind it. You don't always see how long they failed or how they might even be failing while presenting.
Like, how they're nervous in front of you. Even though you're celebrating them, they're still nervous. Oh, I've heard that story many a time. I was nervous showing up, but they were the star. Mm-hmm. Why would the star be nervous to show up for his fans? Some people call it, and even that, I almost hate to say the word, imposter syndrome. Yeah, because I think people have gone too far with that too. They're calling everything that, and it's just not the case. But the premise of imposter syndrome is, what if they find out that I'm just me? What if they find that I'm not all of that? What if they find that I still have to cook?
Well, imposter syndrome could still be another name for just not understanding. Because, like, you might say, going back again, I know I keep revisiting this caterpillar and this butterfly, but it wasn't imposter syndrome that the caterpillar could no longer fly, or that the caterpillar had not realized the potential of flight. Mm-hmm. It's not imposter syndrome. It's more of an identity. We call it an identity crisis because we don't understand what's happening in that moment. But it's a shift in identity. Good morning, Frida. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning. I am just me. They need to suck it up and get over it. So let me tell you something that I'm going to put your business on the street.
Oh, gosh.
Robin is the youngest of a million brothers and sisters.
A million, huh?
And so when you get to the youngest, you get to be just me. Ask the oldest. The oldest will tell you they never had a chance to be just them, and they never had a chance to just suck it up and get over it.
I'm the oldest. You're the oldest.
That's right.
My daughter Brianna's the oldest.
That's right.
Kayla La is the oldest. Mm-hmm. Bass is the oldest. I do think the oldest child has different responsibilities.
Absolutely. And different experiences in life. Ultimately, we had, at least for me, I did not have the opportunity to just be who I was. There were roles and responsibilities that were assigned.
You gotta protect, you gotta teach, you gotta guide the younger. I thought you was going someplace different when you talked about
Good morning,
the caterpillar wasn't struggling.
So I was, and we got derailed. Okay. So with regards to that, I don't remember exactly.
Vincenta, good morning, my sister.
I was going at this point. But Vincenta said my older brother is 8 years older. That's a big gap.
And I'm 8 years older than my youngest sister. She's a middle child, Vincenta. Vincenta, but we think you're terrific. Did you see all the cool stuff Vincenta and Tim are doing? They are terrific young people. I thought you was going with it wasn't an identity crisis for the butterfly. For the caterpillar. It wasn't. It was a transition period.
Right. But it's been labeled identity crisis. He didn't have a crisis. Mm-hmm. A crisis had him. He didn't have the crisis. The crisis was thrust upon him. Whoa, wait a minute. Why I can't crawl, I can't walk anymore. I gotta hang from this leaf. I used to eat this leaf. Right. Now I'm stuck inside the leaf, right. And I can't move and I can't get out. And what's now? What now? I gotta squeeze and I gotta get out of here. How am I gonna get out of here? So it was not an identity crisis. It was a crisis. Yes. But the thing is, we're not even allowing for the crisis before we're saying, oh no, I'm fine. To God be the glory. No, it's just warm in here now. To God be the glory. Small. It's just smaller. The Lord is protecting me. Hell no, you will never get where you need to be
until you muscle through like the plane, scratch and claw until you find an opening, and then squeeze through the opening. Like the caterpillar to become a butterfly, they have to squeeze through the opening.
But the point is, again, sometimes overlearning that. It wasn't time to do that at the very beginning. There had to become a period of acceptance for that caterpillar to even become in the pupa stage.
And then it became uncomfortable, like you were saying. Mm-hmm. I love it. It's 9:43. It's time for us to say thank you to our consistent contributors. The way we say thank you here is with greeting songs and with greeting logos. Today's podcast was way more than I thought it would be. It was bigger and better than I had imagined. Thank you, baby. Thank you very much as well. The concepts of align, allow, and assume. You guys were brilliant. DrLisa was brilliant. I've been brilliant too. Thank you very much, you guys. Brother Uzama Ra was first in the room today, and we say thank you to our consistent contributors around these parts with greeting songs and with greeting logos. For example, Uzama Ra.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama. Good morning, sir. Uzama Ra, you rocked in this room like you often do. Robin C. Stern, he's your Google guru, and he's got a jam too. He's your Google guru. Teach, your Google guru. Teach. That's right. What? Were y'all singing songs with his name in it? Yes. Why y'all doing that for him? Because he's a consistent contributor. And we thank our contributors with songs like Vicki Linnell Evans. She's got a jam too. And it goes, Vicki Evans rocks. Steady, rocking all night long. Vicki Evans rocks. Steady, rock until the break of. Today's Friday. Are you looking forward to your day? Are you just trying to get to the weekend? Friday's a work day. Your attitude as you go into your day is going to have a lot to say about how good your day goes.
Absolutely.
I want you to have a good day. They call her Carmelo because she's nice and sweet. See, Carmelo for your books and treats. That's our lady Carmelo Baker. Scroll, please.
I am trying.
Miss Phyllis George got a logo and it goes like this. Miss Phyllis is here. Oh, clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Mr. William Brown has a song too. How do all these people get songs? They've been contributing, and many of them have been contributing to this podcast for years. Like William Brown, his song goes like this. Good morning to our friend Will. Nobody feels like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Will. Is that Antonobi Evans that came in the room? What's up, girl? Susan Kennedy's got a song too. I talked to Susan already today, y'all. Live and in person, I had a conversation with Sister Susan. Her song goes like this. Susan Kennedy, you're everything I've hoped for.
You're everything I need.
You are so beautiful. That's Susan Kennedy's greeting song. How'd she get a song? She put stuff in the comment section that we can read. This podcast is driven by the comment section. Dr. Beverly, she's been around for years. She's got a logo and it goes like this. Dr. Beverly, it's on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
Hey, good morning.
You and the rest of your crew. Yeah.
I love it. Good morning, Tony Lee.
You don't have a jam yet.
Yes, you did.
Go ahead.
No, you said you didn't like Anywhere Right. It was only
I like that one. I want a better one.
But
this beat is my recital. No. It's tricky, leaky. No. That's what I'm thinking. No. Sing that song.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
I think it's very
no.
So rock around that clock, all right? No. Is tricky to rock around the Tony Leakey.
No, it's not. That's your brain playing games.
Why would my brain do that? Why would my brain do that?
Sheila. Storms are brewing in her eyes.
Oh, Dr. Sheila, doctor's in the house.
And Miss Frida, we need to learn your personality and continue to
Miss Freedom, you keep showing up, you're gonna get you a song.
That's right.
Okay.
Move.
Well, do it then. Move it. Come on. Vincenta's in the house. Middle child here. Vincenta. I need to see some of you and Tim. I need to talk to y'all.
I told her yesterday. I talked to her yesterday because I know how a phone works. When you want to talk to somebody and they come in your spirit, you should reach out. You think it's a good idea? Okay, wow. Amazing. Who would have thought of that? We got Tim sent us a song for them, but I can't get that beat in my head. Y'all are gonna have to. Well, send it to me. I'll get it. Okay. Lisa is not the beat person in our house. She's not the music person in our house. Right. It's definitely me. Definitely. If you send it to me, I'll get it. Okay. Definitely. Yeah. Anthony Evans, I'm hoping you're doing well. Anthony's got. This is one that we all get to participate in. Put on your Nigerian voice. Sit up straight to your chest. Get out to your body and say, "Thank you, Watanobe." Hey, Miss Pretty said, "Yes, I am still here, and Sheila and I are packing to go back home." That's who Frida Robertson is. She's Sheila Gotham's road dog. They down. I didn't recognize them by name, but they down in Florida. So you don't know people's names? Yeah, sometimes they're in Florida together, chilling, having a girls' trip, misbehaving. Okay. Let's talk about it at lunch. Exactly. Let's talk about it. We just gotta find a day. That's all. We were gonna try yesterday. Today's heavier. Okay. So today is busy. I'm grateful for these opportunities that I get to have a busy day as an entrepreneur. I'm grateful for them all. And I woke up to it. The attitude, Vincenta, is today I'm going to enjoy everybody. I'm going to give from my heart. Today, I'm going to let love be my greatest weapon. I'm going to serve and I'm going to enjoy it. You know, on one way, you could look at my busy calendar and say, "Oh no, I got such a busy calendar. When am I going to rest?" Or the other side is, "Praise God. I got a busy calendar today. I have a lot of people I get to serve. I get to do my line. Oh, shoot, I got to go." Okay. Yeah. No, we can't do it today, Vincenta. Today is like almost every minute is locked up in the schedule. Antonovi said a lady here wants to write a book. Told her all about my family here in North Carolina, and you send me the link in my email. All right, I'm gonna send it to you in your messenger unless you text me. Yes, of course you can give it. Yes, I'll send it to you in your messenger, and yes, you can give it to her and also invite her to Women Empowerment Networks on April the 7th, because I'm gonna tell you that is the place to be, to come together for support, nurture, and celebration of women. So I'm looking forward to it. Brian is already ready and going for his day. But in the meantime and in between time, don't forget to have sex. I'm gonna have to put it on the calendar.